Welcome back to Colin's Caravan Capers. So you're watching a video titled Tow Like a Pro. Now I'm not for 1 minute suggesting that I'm the pro. It's just that something as caravanners and drivers we should be striving to do each and every time we go out on the road. So why have we got the video? Well, being contacted by a subscriber who was a inexperienced driver and even a less experienced tower, and he asked if I could provide a video to show how myself, as a experienced caravan of over 30 years, towed the van to and from your holiday. Now, I'm not professing to be the world's greatest driver, but I have been doing it for over 40 years. I have a background in motorsport. I've held a police class 1 advanced driving certificate from 1980 to 2008. I've also held a class 1 HGV. So I've been around the block, shall we say. So where are we going to today? Well, we've got a journey of approximately 40 miles and we are going to Burrs Country Park. Now our journey will take us across the Mersey Gateway, skirt round the outside of Widnes Town Centre, using Watkinson Way to link us with the M62. We're going to go M62 eastbound to the M60, M60 northbound, and then the M66 for our way into Bury and the Burrs Country Park. Now, on our drive we want to make sure that we drive safely, that we don't put anybody else in danger, and that we drive with respect for the vehicle in the caravan and the car. You'll often hear people say, oh, I don't know, the caravan's on the back. But if I said to you, you can push my caravan, would you like me to let you start pushing it, or would you like to push it once it's moving? Your car will work hard, so try and keep it moving as best as you can. Avoid harsh acceleration and harsh braking, and that's what we intend to do. So, right, my commentary is very, very rusty. It's a long time since I've done any, but I'll just try and talk you through what I'm seeing, what I'm doing, and hopefully, or maybe not, we'll point out some little tips on the way. So now we're heading to the Mersey Gateway Bridge. We're on the expressway system in Runcorn. It's a dual carriageway road with 2 lanes in each direction and has a speed limit of 60 miles an hour, which of course, with us towing, that is our maximum. We're currently travelling at 50. There's a junction to the left with a vehicle emerging, indicating check mirrors, no vehicles, no way we're going to get in his way, and in fact he's joined the carriageway. We're going to maintain this lane till we get up to the traffic lights at the roundabout ahead, and it's a 40-mile-an-hour limit, so we're off the gas. We're checking the mirrors, there's vehicles behind, there's a queue of vehicles waiting at the traffic lights. Still off the gas, not yet on the brakes. We've hit below 40, so we're just touching the brakes now. Very gentle, increasing pressure with my toes, and we want to be able to see the whole of the vehicle in front. And there we go, bringing it to a nice stop. Now we're going to maintain this lane across the roundabout, checking mirrors left and right, and ahead police vehicle to the offside, no emergency equipment showing. Maintain this middle lane through the green light, which of course means go if it is safe to do so. Through the S-bend, taking it nice and gentle so that the car isn't being put under too much strain and the caravan's not being shaken from side to side. It's starting to rain, the headlights have come on and the lights are going to red. Mirror gently on the brakes and coming to a gentle stop. Thing about headlights, if you think, do I need my lights on? Well, if you've thought about it, put them on. It doesn't hurt. So I'm monitoring the traffic. Lights are on green for traffic emerging on the roundabout from the left hand side. Other vehicles queuing to join the roundabout to our right. Lights are changing. And we've got the green light, checking mirrors. Both sides are moving off gently, knowing personal knowledge tells me that as these lights go to green, the others go immediately to red. So we're just going to cruise round and just try and keep the van moving that little bit, as we're going to go up that hill and join the slip road for the Mersey Gateway. Lights are changing, no vehicles to our left hand side. Green light and we're away, checking mirrors, accelerating gently. Now I'm not pushing hard on the accelerator, get the caravan moving, and then just give a gentle push as we enter the hill. 30 miles an hour, 32, 33. This is a dual carriageway. It's got a 60 limit. It is quite busy, and we were going to stay in lane 1 as that is going to take us to the exit that we require. So we're building the speed up slowly to maintain the traffic flow. We don't want to be hindering people. Lane is clear to the front of us, one vehicle to the offside in the centre lane, now moving over without indication. Checking mirrors, no vehicles behind, so I've just increased the gap between myself and him. And remember that only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. So, what's the 2-second rule, I hear you say? Well, what you need to do is, as soon as a vehicle passes a fixed point, and we'll try and use this sign as he goes underneath, and we'll say, only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. So there you are, we're nice and space. Your friend when you're driving is time. Time gives you way to think about what you're going to do and doesn't put you into emergency situations. So we're travelling at 51 miles an hour, maximum is 60. There's a HGV coming up on the offside, and we're going to stay in this left-hand lane, which, as you can see on the road, is A557 and is signed for Warrington. The HGV is alongside the van, a gentle tug from his bow wave, just correcting with the steering, checking mirrors all the time. Second HGV behind, travelling far too close to the HGV in front. So we're going to just ease off a bit and give this fella in the blue vehicle a bit of room, because obviously he's not concentrating. He's far too close to that heavy. They're going to go straight on and we're going to stay in the left-hand lane. As you can see, the markings have changed. Coming to a ghost island with solid lines around it means you must not enter. Right, checking the mirrors. Advance warning sign of a roundabout. Just easing off the gas on the mirrors. We're doing 50 miles an hour. Vehicles are stationary. Just gently on the brakes. Bringing the speed down to 40, 35. Off the gas, vehicles on the offside, and we're going to indicate to show that we're going to go right to the M62. There's 2 lanes around this roundabout, and we'll maintain this left-hand lane, which we're perfectly entitled to do. Right, we're going to indicate left now, checking vehicles behind. There's just one vehicle on the offside, none behind in our lane. And we're onto the dual carriageway. Advance warning sign for slippery road surfaces. Councils don't like spending money, so if they put signs up, it's for a reason. And it's been raining, and it hasn't been raining for a while, so it's likely to be potential for the slippery road surface. So we've got no gas on at the moment. Vehicles are starting to brake for the traffic lights ahead, and gently on the brakes, gently on the brakes. 20 miles an hour, 19, coming down, see the whole of the vehicle in front, just coming to a gentle stop. Traffic lights have changed for green. HGV in the offside lane. Several vehicles in our lane, and we're moving forward. Lights have been on green for a while now, so there's a possibility they could change before we get there. Hopefully they won't, and they haven't, and we're through. And we're going to maintain this centre lane for now. Checking to our left hand side using the shoulder check and mirrors, indicating left, no vehicles behind, no vehicles on the inside. Checking right mirror, cancel indication, vehicle cutting in front of us, not a hazard to ourselves. Lights on green and the further set ahead is on red, so we don't really need to increase our speed. The likelihood is we probably won't make these lights here. Never speed up to get the lights, that's the thing. We'll stay in this lane, we've got the lights, they've just changed now. Vehicles in the offside lane and there's hardly anyone in the inside. We're just going to ease off so we don't go into this driver's blind spot in the Mini Countryman. I can see in his mirror, I can see him, so that means he can see me. Now, we're on a national speed limit, dual carriageway road, 2 lanes in each direction, maximum speed, national speed limit, which for this road is 70. It's also a clearway, and of course for us the speed limit is 60 miles an hour. So we've built the speed up gently now to 55, 56, and we'll hold it there. There's heavy goods vehicles in our lane ahead. The road is wet and it's raining fairly heavily at the moment. Maintain this vehicle, bridge flash, only a full brace of 2-second rule, so we are in a safe position for ourselves. Checking mirrors, nothing around. Little bit of a cruise moment now. So we've got a sign indicating Widnes North, an exit half a mile away. So we can assume that if there's an exit off, there may well be an entry slip coming on, so it's something to bear in mind that we might get vehicles joining the dual carriageway ahead of us. Look at the road surface. Road surface is quite worn in parts on this lane, first lane. So it's wet, it's slightly polished, it's lost some of its granite chips, so the braking surface may not be the best. Just one to bear in mind. Checking mirrors, no vehicles behind. Again, a sign indicating that the exit from Widnes North is coming up. Several vehicles leading. We've got the Marks and Spencer's HGV in front of us, and we'll just maintain a pleasant distance behind him. I'm checking my offside mirror, and I'm also now looking across to my left to see if there's any vehicles coming down. In fact, there's a car coming on. I'm going to indicate right and move out to the lane 2. Give that driver the opportunity to merge into the traffic flow, increase speed slightly. So the vehicles behind us now, checking near side mirrors, indicating 1, 2, 3. Nice little flash to say we're clear. Quick flick of the hazard lights to say thank you, and we'll tuck back in behind the HGV. One vehicle approaching us in the offside lane. We're travelling at 53 miles an hour. And we'll just maintain this speed. After all, we are on holiday, and as we all know, there's going to be a major motorway junction ahead of us, so we're likely to encounter standing traffic. We want to exercise vehicle sympathy throughout our drive. You remember, you've got your nose weight there, 90 kilos, maybe 100 kilos, depending on your vehicle, and when you're going up and down over undulations, that is pitching to a greater or lesser extent, more so with a single axle van, and that's increasing and decreasing that pressure on your rear suspension system. It's like having a bunch of teenagers in the back seat jumping up and down. So we had a junction there exiting. You can see from the sign that there's no on-slip, so we're okay. We're not going to have vehicles coming towards us from an on-slip. It's still some rain and cloudy. The lights are still on the vehicle. Traffic is light. There's several vehicles approaching us on the offside, coming to overtake. There's a lay-by to the left with several HGVs parked up. None of them are indicating or moving, so we'll just keep our way here. Advance warning sign for the roundabout, and M62 East is for us, so we're going to check the mirrors, no vehicles, indicate, move over to the offside. Lights ahead of us are on red. HGV is also moving to the right, which indicates it probably is going to go on the M62 also. Local knowledge tells me that there's a superstore situated at the next junction. The clearway is ending, and to our left there's a sign for pedestrians and pedal cycles. The lights have changed. We're stopping behind the HGV, just still rolling, which is beneficial for the car. Lights on green, still on green. The vehicle's moving slow. We don't want to catch him too much. Pedestrian to the right. Indicating our intention to turn right. And this is one of those roundabouts with the spiralling. Just got to be careful with spiralling. It will move you across. The van wants to move in, so we've checked the mirror. We just braked a little just to give them a bit of room, and we now become the middle lane of 2. Lights are on green, lights are on green, straight through. If you'd like to see the remaining footage of the journey to Birch Country Park, please leave a message below. Unedited, it's 40 minutes, and I feel you may have already had enough. The outfit featured in the video is a Range Rover Evoque 2 litre D Auto towing a Swift twin-axle caravan. Thanks for watching Triple C, and tow safely.